Welcome here.
Welcome me, tell me. Stay there. Guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Favour, Okpaleze. So yeah, welcome to another episode.
Hi guys, I'm welcome.
Oh, yeah, welcome to my channel. So if you don't have any other reason to subscribe, because of this little princess. Okay, so today this is a different kind of video. So we're just going to go straight into it. I'm going to be asking my husband some questions. Meanwhile, we're just on our way back from church.
Oh, Chisom.
Sit
down, okay?
So I'm going to be asking my husband some questions. This is like an impromptu video. Chisom. So, the first question, babe.
Okay.
You're now a father of 2 girls. What do you think? Like, how do you feel being a father first? Chisom.
My goodness.
Hi guys.
Well, I have to keep my eyes on the road.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically, it has been a joy. It has been a joy. As in, there's a joy because there's the kind of joy it brings that you don't feel until you see it, until you experience it. You don't know how it feels until it comes. It's been a sort of pain in the ass.
Like the one we are just experiencing right now.
See my pony.
Yes.
Yeah, pony is fine.
See my pony.
Alright, so it's been a source of joy. It's been a source of inspiration in some areas of life.
Yeah.
It's been a pain in the ass sometimes. Some of the things that you see yourself doing for yourself before, not anymore. The wonderful is really. Alright, so we passed the checkpoint, so we have to stop and continue. So it's as in some of the things that you know on a normal day when you are still single, these are the things you do for yourself. This time around, you don't think like that again. You have to now think of the children and the wife. So it's not been easy, but it still gives joy because sometimes you know the selfish part of me will now be like, all this money now, if it's when I was still single, what I will use this money to do, I will scatter the whole town with the money and everything, but now you cannot anymore. But still, it doesn't pain, it still gives joy when you are spending that money and you know that these people are actually the ones that are enjoying it. And they enjoy my money too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, they enjoy my money, but all the same, it's like I said before, it's a source of joy that I never knew it could be like that. Joy of fatherhood is a source of inspiration. There's this motivation it brings for you to succeed, so that your family will not suffer. It's very important. And then it's a pain in the ass.
You've said this right. Okay, now the second part of the question was, what does it feel like being father of girls? A father of 2 girls.
It is sweet too. It is sweet because basically I prefer the first issue to be a girl. There's a reason I like that, because guys, we tend to be too active, and you know the first child tends to rub off on the coming ones. So I prefer somebody that's calm to calm down the others that are coming. But if you start with the guy might become area scatter and the rest will scatter the area with him. But some guys, some boys I've seen are cool, calm and collected, unlike some. It happens. I think everything is parenting, and then the nature of the person actually. Yes. Yeah, parenting work has an impact on it. Then the very person that you are talking about, the nature of that person also plays a part, because you can take a horse to the water, but you cannot force the horse to drink. Yeah, our work as the parent is to take the horse to the water. Then the nature of the horse will now tell the horse, so yeah, drink water. Yeah. Or you know, vice versa. person.
Okay, personally, I have a reason for actually liking a girl to be the first, because I believe that girls do will I say better job of caring for the ones that
come after them.
Yeah, that come after them than the guys. The guys are more focused on themselves and trying to succeed. It's not like they are too selfish, but they in their trying to succeed, sometimes they don't really pay attention like the girl or like the girl child will. That's my own opinion. I guess everybody have their own opinion. So in the comment section below, what do you think? Now, so you have said this thing that children have a way of calming men down, even the roughest of them. I want you to like elaborate on it. You said it severally.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think the first thing that calms a man down is marriage.
Not all of them.
It calms, no matter what, it will calm you down to an extent.
Okay.
Yes, it calms a man down. That's why in Igbo land, I don't know about other tribes, somebody that is rough, a guy that is wayward, maybe from a rich family, they will try and make him to get married. They will force him to get married, because by that time he gets married and have kids, he will now start controlling himself to an extent. So marriage, first of all, will calm you down a bit, and then children will also calm you down. I think the reason for that is because if maybe somebody that is a risk taker, you know that people are now dependent on you, it's not just you. And if something happens to you, these people are going to suffer.
Yeah.
That's why you have to now calm down and take care of your family. Like me, I like fast cars, I like to speed and all those stuff. It's a risk on his own. Yeah. But maybe when I carry my family. And not just that.
You say he's carrying his generation.
No, and not just that. Even if you're alone and you're driving and something happens to you, it will still affect them. So those are the things you have to take into account.
Yeah, he say he's carrying his generation when he's driving alone. When he's driving with his family, he say he's carrying his generation, because he said his generation born and unborn.
So that's the thing. The marriage and children calms a man down, and then there's another part of it is that love, that joy that kids bring. It has a way of, tempering some rough attitude in men. That's another thing. Maybe they didn't know that they are capable of feeling this kind of love for somebody and for people, until now they are married, they are with a woman they love, and that one is now slowing them down small, and then they get kids, and then there's another kind of tender love that now comes out again, that now tempers any hotness, any heat that comes from the man. So that's it. I think basically those are the things that calms a man down when he has kids, when he's married and has kids. Because if you check, you see that most people that are evil, criminals and people that tend to have strong hearts, they don't play with their family.
At all.
They don't play with their family. That's always their weak point. So sometimes you see that those kind of people, they don't like to get married. Even if they get married, they tend to keep their family far away from their terrible activities, because that's their weak point. So that's it basically.
Okay, so what have you learned in your journey, in this your 3 years journey as a father?
What I've learned is that my life is no longer my own. My life is no longer my own. I have it is now my responsibility. It's now up to me to actually take care of these little ones, with your help, of course. Take care of these little ones and make sure that they come out better than we both are, and better than what most things we see in society. Because these days, some parents they don't really do a good job of raising their kids.
You have to protect your own from their own.
That's the thing now. So that's one of the few lessons, or one of the many lessons actually, that I've learned from marriage and fatherhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anything you would change when it comes to parenting? Old parenting, is there anything you would change? The way that we were raised? is there anything you would change so that, you know, going on to your children when you are trying to raise these ones now? Okay. Is there anything you would change from the way you were raised?
You know, everybody was not raised the same way.
Yes.
So are you talking generally?
I'm talking generally, and then also the way you were raised, because there was a general idea that our parents used to raise us.
Okay. The general ideas, they are fine. They are still fine. Because like my dad, he will tell you, if one person cannot raise a child. When we were growing up, we had plenty of uncles and aunts that used to come to the house, and those people, they could beat you, come out your head.
You want to show you are crazy? You can see crazy.
And you would think maybe, because most times when it happens, maybe our parents are not around, then you would think that maybe when they come back, they will now deal with those aunties and uncles. When they come back and you report it, they might even beat you on top of the whole thing. So it's not funny. It wasn't funny back then. But the truth is that kind of training tends to help. Even though these days you don't know who to fear again. Because yes. Sometimes you leave your kids and they get abused in the worst of ways. So that's the thing. But basically that general values they had back then in training kids, I still stand by most of them. And then on my own part, my parents did a good job. They did a great job.
They did a great job.
But nobody's perfect.
Yes.
That's why we try to improve on certain areas. Like my dad used to tell me the story of how his dad handled the family. The areas the man actually did well and the man's shortcomings, because most people they don't know their shortcomings, but the people you are dealing with they will know
their shortcomings.
So he himself he himself decided to improve on many areas of those shortcomings. So, like, according to him, he tried everything he could back then to go to school, and the dad frustrated those attempts, and he decided on his own that none of his kids will go through the stress he went through in going to school. So back then, when we were kids, things were not so good, things were not so great, but still,
he's tried.
Okay, whether it meant borrowing money, no matter what it took, we all went to school, to the best of schools as of back then. So those are the things. So those are the things you improve on the good parts. Like I said, my parents, they did a great job, but still they of course, as one means that they had, there will be one or two shortcomings here and there. Those are the areas that we try to improve on. And of course, we are not perfect. We still have our own. But the thing that when you now put those good values, the ones you raise, they will also try and improve on their good values and even on the bad ones, and try to eradicate the ones that they will eradicate, so that at least that's the way you create a better and saner society. But by the time you raise their kids with terrible values, they will still use those values to
raise theirs, because they feel like it's a normal.
Yes, that's why
now said it's your normal.
That's why most times you see that people that grew up in abusive homes, they tend to abuse their own spouse too. So those are the things there.
Okay, I guess you have gotten some nuggets there. This was like a very impromptu, what is it called?
Sure took me by surprise.
So yeah, I guess you've learned one or two things. Just wanted to ask him some questions because it's been long we saw his face on this channel. So I will see you guys in my next video. Meanwhile, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, help your sister out, and hit the notification bell to get notifications whenever I post my new videos. Be on a very bad road, so don't mind the whole shakiness of the video. Okay, yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. Chisom, I say bye. Say I see you. Say mwah. She's feeling very sleepy, so we need to get home. Now she will eat and sleep. So bye guys.